live on Instagram, live on YouTube. Sound check. Yup, sound good. You go ahead and get the link, send that to people. Turn the sound down on that because I can hear myself. Come on, dog. Hit the like button for myself. One time for me. That's crazy. I got like a delay on it because I should have saw myself hit that like button. Here I go. Sharing that to people. Send that to the homie. Where the group chat at? Send it to the group chat. Because why not? Why wouldn't I send it to the group chat? Boom. Let me see if the homie got it. Yep, the homie got it. All right, let me close that. Am I at a minute? Yep, I'm at a minute. So then I could get to the profanity. What's that? Keys, man. What's happening? Probably in and out of the live pause. Because I know how quickly that happens. And don't nobody want to see somebody sitting there playing on their phone. I done lost my voice. I'm at the let me see, position that. Yeah, man. Alrighty. Sound up. That's up. We got a minute. Let's get it cracking. One time for the one time. The motherfucking champions in the building. What's the deal? Solo the motherfucking barber. And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Uncle Dolemite, of the Too Much Game podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. The motherfucking champion in the goddamn building. My nigga, what's going on? King John, Father, Save Our Marriage. Yeah, buddy. 2 motherfucking home runs yesterday, my nigga. Heavy contributor to this goddamn trophy right here, my nigga. Shout out Solo the Barber. Shout out motherfucking Maxed Out for the bankroll. What's going on, Smitty Tibbs, my nigga, the homie from high school, motherfucking 9th grade and shit, my nigga. Who else? Shout out my nigga Mr. 10, Chinaman, T-Man. Nigga, we had a cold ass motherfucking team yesterday, my nigga. Shout out to the expensive crib, nigga. We had a few niggas on the squad, nigga. But we took the motherfucking W, to the second annual Hustlers and Players motherfucking softball game. What's going on, Rodders? Nigga, did my shit, my nigga. Did my big one, nigga. 2 home runs, my nigga. Maxed out for the bankroll. He pitched a hell of a game. Shout out to him. Shout out Mac Lucci. Happy C-Day, Mac Lucci. The motherfucking ism, the MC from the DPG, my nigga motherfucking Mac Lucci. It was his birthday party. Shout out to him. Boss Mac and West. Shout out to him. Who else was there, nigga? Immaculate from the Mac and Committee, my nigga. We had a good ass tournament, my nigga. Shout out to all them niggas. 12 Cal the billionaire up in here. Shout out to it. But yeah, man. We had a great fucking time out there, my nigga. It was a whole lot of players, whole lot of beautiful ladies. Again, we had some very competitive games, whole lot of arguing, my nigga. We played until the goddamn sun was all the way down, nigga. We basically had to end the game because, nigga, we was arguing and it got like dark, nigga, like pitch black, and there wasn't no lights in the park. So, nigga, we was out there literally, nigga, playing in the dark. But we got our motherfucking trophy, my nigga. So yeah, we are the goddamn champions of the Hustlers and Players motherfucking softball game. Shout out Mike Stout for the motherfucking bankroll. The ism in the building. Shout out to it, my nigga. You see that shit right there. Bayou. Hustle City, 2nd annual softball tournament. Champions, my nigga. Big time, nigga. Heavy trophy up in this motherfucker, my nigga. 2 home runs, bankroll athletics, my nigga. Did our big one, my nigga. Like I said, nigga, shout out maxed out for the bankroll. Mr. 10, expensive crib, motherfucking my nigga Solo the barber. Uh nigga, we had a cool ass team, my nigga. Shout out Virgin Citrus too, my nigga. He was out there with us. My nigga was supporting and shit. What's going on, SB? How you doing? But yeah, nigga, it was a hell of a game, my nigga. It was hella competitive. First game, who did we play? We beat the Benchwarmers for the title. Matter of fact, I think we beat Mac Lucci's team in the first game. They was the Dodgers. Oddly enough, I'm wearing a Dodger jersey, but nigga, this was my Father's Day gift. But yeah, nigga, we whooped they ass, my nigga. What's going on? My nigga Compton Rick Rock TV up in this motherfucker. Y'all motherfuckers go subscribe to Compton Rick Rock TV. Compton Rick with 2 C's, Rock with 1 C TV on motherfucking YouTube. My nigga, that nigga going up. Nigga, the coldest YouTuber from the hood. Compton Rick Rock TV. Y'all motherfuckers make sure to follow Compton Rick Rock TV on YouTube. Compton Rick Rock on Instagram. Compton.rick.rock on Instagram, my nigga. Shout out to him, my nigga. But yeah, nigga, the Hustle City Dodgers, yeah, nigga, we whooped them. We beat they motherfucking ass, nigga. We ran it up on them niggas. They did they shit, but we ran it up on them niggas. The bench warmers, they tried to mount a comeback. I'm not gonna front, nigga. We started off fucking they ass up, my nigga. Like it was about 13-8. Because the thing was, my nigga, the games were supposed to go to 11. But what happened was because it was the championship game, we was going up to 15. Nigga, we for sure got to 11, nigga, quick. Nigga, nigga, smoking them, my nigga. It was run after run, my nigga. We was going crazy. Pause. But we had to go up to 15. But again, nigga, like shit, we ran up to 13. If it wouldn't have got dark, nigga, we still would have smacked them on some real shit. Like to keep that shit a whole 100, like no bullshit. I understand that toward the end of the game it was controversial because we had to end the game because it got dark, nigga. We would have whooped their motherfucking ass anyway. What's going on, my nigga Blackjack 94, Birmingham in the motherfucking building? How you doing, KC? But yeah, we had to do this shit on Monday, today's episode, because yesterday was the Hustlers and Players motherfucking softball game. I couldn't miss that shit. And the game, the tournament, everything went way longer than expected because usually it ends with the sun up. Yesterday, nigga, we was in that motherfucker till like 9:30 at night, nigga. That shit ended late as hell. But motherfuckers had we enjoyed the fuck out of ourselves, my nigga. We had a fucking ball. We had a great time, nigga. Like I say, nigga, shout out Mac Lucci, Boss Mac and West, the motherfucking skipper, goddamn maxed out for the bankroll. Niggas put on a hell of a game, my nigga. Like I said, nigga, I had my couple of home runs, nigga. My nigga maxed out. Nigga pitched a hell of a game, 2 hell of a games. And I think that nigga scored a couple of runs too. Nigga, everybody on our team, nigga, we was a well-oiled machine yesterday. Pause. But yeah, man, but again, today's episode, we gonna talk about, being proactive with your peace, my nigga. Like, literally taking an active role in protecting your peace of mind. It's still Men's Mental Health Month. Shout out to that, my nigga. And as men, like nigga, we gotta be proactive when it comes to protecting our mental health. I talked about it, last episode and the episode before that, just about like therapy, my nigga. Like, yes, there are things that are therapeutic, but those things don't replace therapy. And I get it, everybody don't want to go to therapy, and that's cool. Certain motherfuckers is not their thing, and I'm not mad at them for that. But my thing is just taking a more active role in, you know, what he say? Yeah, my nigga Smitty Tibbs, like you said, nigga setting boundaries and enforcing boundaries. Y'all know I'm big on that shit. I say that all the time on the show. What's going on, Benji Banks? One Hope Wine, ONEHOPEWINE.com. OneHopeWine.com. Best Moscato in the world. Fire Session Podcast. FIYAH Session podcast. Y'all niggas go subscribe to that on YouTube and all streaming platforms. But like I said, dog, like when it comes to your mental health, like Smitty Tibbs said, my nigga, set your boundaries and enforce your motherfucking boundaries 100% of the time. Like I'm big on that shit, my nigga. Like nobody above the program. I don't give a fuck if it's your cousin, your brother, your best friend, you know, your favorite sister, your favorite auntie. Nigga, you have to set and enforce your boundaries, dog. You know, like that shit is paramount. It's very important because allowing yourself to be motherfucking disrespected will take a toll on you mentally, my nigga. You know, being in a relationship with a woman that's disrespectful, being in a relationship with a family member, a friend, you know, working at a job where your coworkers, where your supervisors, people around you are not respectful of you. Like, nigga, it is very important for a man to be respected, my nigga. And carrying yourself in respect and being respected is very fucking important for a man. That should drive you up the fucking wall being in situations where the people around you don't respect you. And in order to make sure that the people around you respect you, you have to set and enforce boundaries. What's going on, Portobello? What's going on, King B Sports Baby? What's going on, my nigga HBK Smooth? What he say? What's good, my guy? Been a while. I pray you and the family doing well. Yeah, of course, my nigga. We good, nigga. I appreciate you. But you know, like I said, my nigga, like, nigga, you have to carry yourself in respect. You got to be serious about your respect, my nigga. Because, nigga, that should drive your ass crazy, my nigga. You know, and a lot of times, a lot of the situations that go on with us as men, even us as just adults, humans, period, my nigga. There's things that we probably could have nipped in the bud, but because we like somebody, because we love somebody, because we cool with somebody, because we get money with somebody, we let a lot of shit slide that we shouldn't have let slide in the first place. And that's a whole lot of the reason that we get mistreated in certain situations because we let something slide that we should have checked day one. Motherfucker should have been told a motherfucker, hey man, I don't like being called that, or I don't like when people talk to me like that, or I don't fucking joke like that. You know, because they do that shit at work a lot of times. Like, you know, they got like a little fucked up way of joking, you know, not to make this a racial thing, but you know, white people, like they got a different type of sense of humor than black people have. You know, different cultures have different ways of joking. Like, you know, some motherfuckers, you know, they run around patting each other on the butt and doing little bullshit. Some people not fucking cool with that, but if you like, oh, I'm at the job, I don't want to make no waves. Now you got niggas doing some shit that you flat out ain't down with. No, nigga, I don't play like that, homie. Work or not, even if I got to lose my job, there's some shit y'all niggas ain't finna do. Like I don't play like that. Don't play with me like you play with them. You know, you set and enforce that boundary early and often, and you won't have to deal with that shit later on. But if you allow motherfuckers to play with you, nigga, you gonna be a nigga getting played with. And then you gonna let it go too far to the point where they're gonna like, well, we always do that. Why now? Why are you saying something now? That's why you gotta say shit day one, in the moment. Check that shit the first time a nigga cross that boundary, and you won't have to deal with it. And what you say, Solo, that's probably the only thing that'll make or break a man for real. Exactly, nigga. Respect is numero uno. Oh shit, my nigga Baylor in the building. BTG for president. Open run with BTG podcast. What do you say? Slap boxing is a form of therapy as well, unless it's some gloves around. Well, see, the thing is about slap boxing, boxing, and play fighting in general. Again, like you got to be playing with the right niggas. Pause. Because me personally, I don't do that shit. I don't do simulated fighting. Like I don't slap box. Nigga, if we taking the fade, we taking the fade. I don't do friendly fades, my nigga. Once you hit me in my face, nigga, we have crossed the boundary, my nigga, because that's one of my boundaries. I don't play with niggas hitting me in my face. Like, don't hit me in my face playing, joking. I don't play like that. Nigga, I ain't slap boxed since I was in ninth grade, nigga. And the couple of times I slap box, let me know why I don't slap box. Cause niggas be trying to like line you up and size you up and shit. Like, oh, I beat him at slap boxing. I could really beat that nigga up. Shit. All right, nigga. Shit, cause it's gonna be a whole different ball game if I ball my fucking fists up, nigga. It ain't no body slamming and choking in motherfucking slap boxing. Cause nigga, if you fight me, oh yeah, nigga, I'm gonna try to choke the shit out you. Just straight the fuck up. I'm gonna let you know, nigga. I'm throwing elbows and some more shit, nigga. Like it's MMA outside of motherfucking slap boxing, box. Like it's different rules because I'm trying to kick you, stomp you, and all type of shit. You know, niggas always try to size you up in different ways when you do shit like that. That's why I don't slap box. I don't go body, you know, because I don't know about y'all niggas in other places, but in LA, niggas used to go body. Like, you know, we'll have like a whole squabble up, nigga, and just no face punches, nigga, just all body. And even then, nigga, you gonna fuck your knuckles up because you're gonna be punching each other's knuckles, some more shit. I don't play fight. And what you say, King D's betting, man, I learned that at an early age. Can't let everybody play with your name or you. Exactly. What he say? Oh, I'm not playing. I'm correcting. Oh yeah, fuck that shit. Hell no, nigga. And what you say, Smitty tips has actually been proven to increase aggression instead of relieve it. Exactly. I don't play fight. But you know, like I said, my nigga, like, you know, off of that tangent, you know, like there's a whole lot of things that as men we have to do to protect our mental health. You know, like number one, of course, you know, like I said, setting and enforcing boundaries. You know, like nigga, number two, never put yourself in situations with people that overwhelm you. Never put yourself in situations, period, that overwhelm you. You know, like certain jobs, like me personally, you know, like I be telling motherfuckers, even though I work a lot, you know, I work more than I want to. The job that I do is not a stressful job or a difficult job. It's just a job that takes me away from my house a lot. But because the job is practically easy for me, I can handle the workload. Pause. You know, like it's no problem for me to go drive this truck all night because all I'm doing is driving the truck. You know, 9 times out of 10, I'm listening to a podcast. I'm having a conversation with somebody. You know, sometimes I just go dead silent, you know, to just be alone in my thoughts, to think about things, you know, think about, you know, jokes, podcast topics, you know, practicing mindfulness. You know, like sometimes I'll, you know, like I say, I turn all that shit off and just recite affirmations and shit, you know, for about 30 to 45 minutes, my nigga. I'll just be on the road, nigga, just like, you really a cold nigga. You are successful. Nigga, you will win at everything you do, my nigga. You're wealthy. You're wise. You know, nigga, you will be rich. You will be wealthy. You're a good father. You're a good man. Like, nigga, I just be rolling, talking to myself, just telling myself beautiful things that make me happy, my nigga. Like, nigga, you are the master of your destiny, my nigga. Can't nobody fuck with you. Like, nigga, I got some cold ass affirmations that sometimes I just turn everything off and just chant that shit to myself, nigga. Nigga, you are unfuckwittable, my nigga. Like, fuck it. I'm just on the road, nigga. Just, yeah, I am a cold ass nigga. Like, fuck it. You know, again, like these are the things that I do to help my mental health, my nigga. I take a proactive role in keeping my mind right. You know, sometimes, you know, something that I personally practice. Sometimes I just won't answer my phone. You know, sometimes I just don't want to be fucked with. I don't answer my phone, no text messages. I don't even look at emails. You know, like I recently just got fucking banned from my Instagram DM. Like I literally couldn't fucking DM nobody on Instagram because of some stupid ass shit. Like I fucking hate Instagram, dog. Like I reposted a fucking meme and them niggas flagged it for nudity, even though it wasn't no nudity in the shit. And in turn, that shit got me banned. Couldn't even answer no DMs. But I'm like, all right, nigga, because on some real shit, it's a lot of times I don't answer DMs at all, any goddamn way. So it's like, well, whatever, nigga, I guess. Instagram don't want me DMing nobody. Fuck it. Guess I won't be DMing nobody. It is what the fuck it is. But again, a lot of times I'll do shit like that. I'll just go dark. Only motherfuckers who I might talk to is, you know, my mom and my kids. Motherfuckers who I have to talk to. Outside of that, sometimes I just don't want to be fucked with. And you know, that's just me. You know, again, like this show is not telling everybody to mimic what I do because, you know, me, sometimes I just don't want to be fucked with. Other niggas, you know, some motherfuckers, they feel lonely if they not talking to motherfuckers or if they not being bothered by people, you know, but you know, that's something that you personally like you gotta go through with yourself. Like, how is it that you like to be handled? How is it that you like to be dealt with? And make sure that whatever that shit is, my nigga, you walk around like that all day. Like me personally, I'm not the type of nigga that like to be talked to all the time or fucked with all the time. Like my social battery will run out. So sometimes, nigga, like shit, nigga, last night after the game, they was like, hey, nigga, we going to the bowling alley. Shit, nigga, my social battery was already at 0. I had enough social time. So I was like, as much as I want to enjoy the good fellowship, because I'm telling you, nigga, yesterday we had an amazing day. We had 2 great games. Really 3, because it was a tournament. So our game, great game. The next game, great game. And then the championship game, like it was an all-around amazing day. Great fellowship. Everybody was cool. Like I told y'all last year, from last year's Hustlers and Players softball game. Like, nigga, with all the arguing, there was no violence, no fights, no shoving matches, no scuffles. It just was, men exchanging ideas in a healthy way. Men getting off their aggression in a healthy way. Like, nigga, as competitive as it got, it wasn't not even a thought that it could possibly get violent, my nigga. All the hooping and hollering, all the screaming, all the competition, nigga, we still kept that shit P, my nigga. And like that's the beautiful thing about, men being men. Like, again, actual masculinity, true masculinity, not toxic masculinity, but actual true masculinity. Like men being men, where nigga, we can be competitive. We can be exchanging ideas without name calling, without being disrespectful, without getting out of character. It's just, nigga, we winning and y'all losing, or vice versa. And nigga, we feel strongly about what we got going on. So, nigga, we yelling at each other, but at the end of the day, like, nigga, we men. Nigga, you keep your hands over here, I'm gonna keep my hands over here. Nigga, we gonna settle this shit intellectually, my nigga, and we gonna keep that shit player. And that's exactly how it was, my nigga. It's disagreement without disrespect. Like that's a big thing when it come to communication, especially when you a fucking man. Like, nigga, you can disagree with somebody without disrespecting them. You should be able to disagree with somebody without disrespect. And if you can't, you remove yourself from that person. You remove yourself from that situation. Like I say that shit about relationships all the time. Like, I can't deal with no woman who don't know how to talk to me. I can't be around no person who don't know how to talk to me. Nigga, I walk around very respectful. I'm a very respectful person. Nigga, I carry myself in a way that, nigga, I command respect. I demand respect. Like, you not finna disrespect me, my nigga. Like, I don't even walk around like the type of motherfucker that you gonna come at sideways. This is also something, like I've talked about this in the episode Real Masculinity is Never Toxic. Like, nigga, there's just some way as a man that you should carry yourself in a way that niggas just know you ain't that nigga to play with. Like I tell motherfuckers all the time, and again, this is just me. I just don't have the look on my face of a nigga that you gonna play with. Like, nigga, I don't even talk like the type of nigga you gonna play with. Even when it comes to, like I tell motherfuckers about your sense of humor. Like the way that you carry yourself, the way that you joke, the way that you talk, the way that you treat other people. Like, I don't like disrespectful ass people, because I'm not a disrespectful ass person. I tell niggas all the time, like, I don't even like being around niggas who feel like it's okay to be disrespectful. I don't like being around niggas who disrespect other people, because I feel like that's a self-respect thing. You don't respect other people because in turn you don't really respect yourself. Because when you value respect, you respect other people because you want to be respected. Like, I don't talk crazy to motherfuckers because I don't want niggas talking crazy to me. I don't make it a habit of calling niggas out their name because I don't want them niggas calling me out my name. Like something that, like I say, as a comedian, like there's times on stage where I hear other comedians that'll say shit like, there'll be a woman in the crowd being loud or, like being belligerent. They be like, hey, shut up, bitch. I don't talk like that. I wouldn't want nobody talking to my mom like that. I wouldn't want nobody talking to my sister, my daughter, the girl that I'm with. I wouldn't want nobody talking to no woman around me like that. So I don't get down like that. Like I treat people the way that I want to be treated, as well as I treat people the way that they want to be treated. Cause there's some shit that I might want as far as my treatment that you might not want. Like I like to be left the fuck alone. You might not want to be left the fuck alone. You might want somebody to be cool with you, to be talking to you. So I treat motherfuckers how they want to be treated. But at the same time, like I said, nigga, there's some shit that just me personally, like, I don't do, nigga, not even from the stage. Cause yelling bitch to women off the stage, I don't like that shit. What's going on, being beneficial? What you say to a cow? Respect is paramount, disrespect is never tolerated. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, as a man, you should do the best that you can to be as respectful as you can. And again, keep yourself out of disrespectful situations. Keep yourself out of the way of disrespectful people. You shouldn't be around motherfuckers who feel like respect is not as important as you feel like it is. Like me, nigga, respect is everything. So who I'm around, they gotta be respectful. I don't have disrespectful friends. I don't even hang around niggas who feel like it's cool to call women bitch all day. And y'all know I call women bitch a lot on this show. I call women a bitch a lot in conversation and some more shit. But I'm not finna sit up here and call your mama a bitch to her face. I'm not gonna call your girl a bitch. I'm not gonna call no woman who I talk to a bitch. I call bitches bitch. Cause like I say on this show, I call bitch ass niggas bitch and I call bitch ass bitches bitch. When y'all hear me say niggas, bitches, bitch ass niggas, and all that shit, nigga, I'm speaking very specifically. So if I'm saying that shit, it's cause you earned it. Not cause I'm trying to be cool, not cause I think it sound cool. Like, I don't like that type of shit, my nigga. Like, you should be able to express yourself very intentionally, my nigga. I'm very intentional with who I kick it with. I'm very intentional with how I speak, who I speak to, who I don't speak to. It's the motherfucking deal. Scotian with the potion, nigga. The ism in the building. Wish your ass was in California so you could have came to the Hustlers and Players picnic, nigga. Yak 'em, nigga. So you could have got one of these trophies. What he say? Always lead with respect. Exactly, my nigga. Like, I'm all about respect, dog. And again, when it comes to the mental health of a man, a lot of times when you see the things that come against the mental health of a man, a lot of it is how he's spoken to, how he's treated by the people who are around him, how he's appreciated by the people around him. Nigga, a lot of that shit, like I be saying, like when it comes to, again, relationships, like your relationship with your kids, your family, your friends, your job, the people around you. Another thing that, a lot of men really need but don't get as much as they should, a lot is shown, especially like, what's that last week? Like Father's Day. The jokes about how much men don't get what they want on Father's Day, how little we get on Father's Day. That goes to a lot of men being really unappreciated, and they should be. A lot of men go through a lot mentally because of how much they do and how little it's appreciated. Like a lot of niggas out here feel genuinely unappreciated, and that shit fucks a nigga up mentally. And what you say, Scotian, with the potion? Top of it, I wish I was there, stuck up here in this communist Canada. Hey man, yeah, nigga, I heard they was out there tripping in Canada, nigga. Y'all niggas taxes and all that shit, nigga. Whoever y'all president, grand prime minister, or whatever, he fucking up. But like I said, dog, like when it comes to men and our mental health, a lot of times it being unappreciated is a fucked up thing, my nigga. Especially as, like fathers, as men who provide, like men who take care of a lot and take care of a lot of people. Like to feel as if don't nobody give a fuck, nigga, that shit is a lot, my nigga. That's a heavy burden for a man to carry. Like I used to talk about that shit with like, like older dudes in my neighborhood, like even like my grandfathers and uncles and like just older dudes who I was cool with and had conversations with, my nigga. Like, nigga, you do all this to take care of all the bills. all the rent, all the overhead and all that shit. And for a motherfucker to like, act like that shit ain't nothing. Like damn, nigga, like all of this shit, and this is what I get. Father's Day come around, you get a pair of socks. Nigga, I bought my wife a car for Mother's Day. I took her to Cancun for Mother's Day. We went on a vacation to Paris, nigga. We had dinner in the Eiffel Tower for motherfucking Mother's Day. And then Father's Day come around and she got you like a little mug that said number one dad or some shit like that. Like, word, this is what I get to appreciate all that I've done for you. A fucking mug, a cup. Like this is how you appreciate me, my nigga. This is how you showed your appreciation. Motherfucking deal, Uncle Bob. Like that's the thing, my nigga. Like, as men, a lot of times, being around situations where we feel unappreciated. And again, you be proactive in how you move as a man. You be proactive in how you're treated. So if you feel unappreciated, don't be afraid to express yourself. Like as men, a lot of times we suffer in silence. Like instead of saying, I don't like how you treating me, or I don't like how you talking to me, or that you said hurt my feelings, or that's what you did hurt my feelings, or like any of that shit, nigga. We just grin and bear it, my nigga. We just take that shit on the chin and keep on moving. Pause. Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. What's the motherfucking deal? Y'all niggas subscribe to Simply Ball Dropping on YouTube, the motherfucking Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Y'all check them out, my nigga. Dope ass show. But like I said, my nigga, like as men, a lot of times, like we let a lot of shit slide. When it come to our woman, when it come to our kids, when it come to our job, like we genuinely walk around in situations where we're unappreciated, my nigga. Like, we genuinely allow people to do things that do hurt our feelings. Because like I said, a lot of times as men, it's difficult to tell motherfuckers if somebody hurt your feelings. Like you don't want to tell your woman, hey, I don't like that little joke you made. Like that, I don't like that. I don't like the way you say that, or I don't like the way you do that shit. A woman say some like real belittling shit to you, and instead of, the nigga being like, damn, word, that's how you feel. Like a nigga just like, all right, girl, you playing. When in reality, you want to be like, bitch, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, who the fuck you think you talking to? But as men, a lot of times, like, that's just not cool, my nigga. So we just let certain shit slide, my nigga. Like motherfucker get you a one left sock for Father's Day. And instead of being like, oh, word, like this is what I deserve, this one sock, huh? I got your ass Beyonce tickets for motherfucking Mother's Day, and this is what I get, right? Like a one fork. This is what I get. I get the big piece of chicken. This is my Father's Day gift. You know, express yourself, my nigga. If there's something that you don't like, say that shit. Because women, they don't never have a problem telling you what the fuck they don't like. A woman is gonna tell you straight the fuck up. This is not enough. I did not enjoy this. I don't want this. I don't like this. Nigga, I cook, clean, sweep up, suck your dick, blah, 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 blah. Nigga, I need you to do a little better than that. Nigga, I need you to put some more relish on that motherfucking sandwich, my nigga. You got me fucked up. Like a woman will express herself. She gonna let you know, my nigga. As men, we need to do that same shit. Shit like that is why women outlive us all the time. Because a woman is not finna allow that shit, nigga. She gonna just straight up say it. I don't like that shit. Fuck that. Nigga, you gonna have to do better than that. As a man, we gonna have to start doing that shit too. Like, hey, bitch, I ain't like that shit. You got me fucked up. Fuck these socks. Nigga, I want a watch. Nigga, I want some motherfucking Versace cologne, my nigga. I need some Gucci slippers or some shit. Nigga, your ass need to go to the mall and get me, a Shaquille O'Neal throwback jersey or some shit. Like, nigga, I need you to spend at least $100 on me. I spent $1,000 on your motherfucking gift. I'm gonna need you to spend at least 200 or 300 on my gift. Like, fuck the bullshit, nigga. I want to feel appreciated too. I want a massage too. I want my motherfucking head rubbed sometime when I get off work. Nigga, I want you to rub my feet when I get off work. Like, nigga, I want to feel appreciated. Nigga. And if you in a situation where you feel unappreciated, again, either express yourself or dismiss yourself. What's going on, Smeezy? Smash explains it all. I'll explain all this later podcast if this motherfucker ever decides to record again. What do you say? Big dog in the building. My nigga motherfucker Smash. What you say, Riders? Don't be anywhere you can't be yourself. Exactly. And that's my thing. Like, nigga, normalize removing yourself from fucked up situations, fucked up relationships. Because like I said, like, nigga, just as me nowadays in the dating world, like navigating the dating scene, nigga, once I feel that a woman is not big on respect, I leave her. Once I feel like a woman does not feel okay with appreciating a man, appreciating what he does, I leave. You don't know how to talk to me, I leave. Like, I've had these conversations with women. This ain't just me saying me as a man, but this is advice that I give women, either women who I talk to or women who they just my homegirls. Nigga, normalize once a motherfucker do something that you really don't fuck with, just leave them alone. Just fall back. Like when, oh, I need to give more men a chance. No, you don't. If a motherfucker disrespected you or come at you sideways or some shit like that, normalize leaving that motherfucker alone. Because the thing is, a whole lot of things that you let slide only get worse. A motherfucker that don't know how to talk to you or think that it's cool to say stupid ass shit to you, it's not gonna get better. People don't just stop coming at you sideways, my nigga. It's like a fucking fire in your living room burning, my nigga. Either you put that motherfucker out or it gets bigger and eventually burns your fucking house down. That's what it is with a whole lot of problems. That's what it is with a whole lot of toxicity. Like when a woman displays toxic traits, I leave her the fuck alone. Like once I realize this bitch got a crazy mouth, or once I realize she's the type of motherfucker that I know is chaotic, she displays behaviors consistent with a crash out, I'm leaving you the fuck alone. Because like I always say, nigga, like there's things that you see early that because you like a person, you let it slide, and then later on it becomes a problem. The same shit that somebody was doing in the beginning that was fucked up and you let it slide is gonna be the shit that's gonna end up ending your fucking relationship on the back end. Like, oh man, she just so feisty. She always speak her mind. And then 2, 3 years later, this bitch don't know how to shut the fuck up. The same motherfucker that's handsy and aggressive, and you like, oh, he's just a really masculine man. And it's like, until that nigga go upside your motherfucking head. Like, nigga, once somebody displays a certain characteristic, I'm I'm dismissing myself. Like, nigga, once I see the type of woman that whenever she gets into an emotionally heightened state, she got a tendency to start yelling and screaming or getting handsy or violent or making threats or any of that type of shit, I'm leaving that bitch the fuck alone. Like, I don't play with people like that. Same with, like pause, niggas. When you in a situation where, like I tell niggas about like friendships, it's always cool to have one of those homeboys that if a fight break out, he gonna help. Nigga, he's a good foxhole type of dude. Like, that's my homeboy Pie Face. Like, I know, nigga, if I'm ever into it and shit get aggressive, niggas start throwing hands, I know Pie Face is gonna be right there with me swinging. I don't give a fuck if it's 30 niggas. Me and Pie Face gonna be in that motherfucker swinging until we can't swing no more. But you don't want the type of homeboy that if they play the right song, he gonna start the fight. He gonna be the first nigga to just start shooting because a nigga stepped on my Jordans. Baka 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 baka. I don't like those type of niggas. I know a lot of niggas like that. I just was on the phone with one of my homies like that yesterday. While we was at the game, this nigga was blowing up my motherfucking phone for about a month. And all I'm thinking in my head is like, I don't have no homeboys locked up right now. Or I don't have no close friends locked up right now. All of the niggas who I grew up with close to is they out of prison right now. So I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? So I guess he found a way to three-way call somebody, and he got on my line, and I sent him some bread because he trying to get some shit up in the pen. But at the same time, like there's niggas who I grew up with that I'm still cool with, and then there's niggas who I grew up with who I don't fuck with like that no more. And he's one of them. Love that nigga to death, but there's a reason he's still in there. And like that's the thing when it comes to your friends and the people who you stay around and the people who you distance yourself from. And like slight tangent, like there's nothing wrong with loving somebody, still being cool with somebody, still liking somebody, but keeping your distance from that motherfucker. Because like I say all the time, my nigga, a crash out to crash you out. You know, being around the type of people who will start the drama, keeping yourself close to people who will get belligerent and every time they get drunk, they do some way out shit, will put you in a situation where you're putting yourself at risk in a situation that you didn't even create. But because you was around them, you're in a bad situation. Like, nigga, I love you to death, but I can't fuck with you. Because if I fuck with you too closely, I'm gonna be sitting in that motherfucker with you. I'm gonna be locked up with you. And a lot of times, like I say, my nigga, like I'm from the streets. So a whole lot of the examples and situations that I've been put in, are a whole lot more hectic than situations that a lot of y'all might get put in. Like you might not be from the street, but you might be with a coworker that when y'all go out, they get belligerent drunk and they like to fight. You might be with a friend that you grew up with who, when they go out, nigga, they just don't like people talking to them certain way, so they start fights, or they get kicked out of places, they get kicked out of venues, or they get fired from jobs because they don't know how to handle their liquor, or they don't know how to handle themselves when things don't go their way, or they don't know how to communicate effectively. So somebody say something to them that they don't like, and they get to yelling, screaming, hooping, and hollering, tripping, starting fights, starting disagreements, and things like that. Like, nigga, you don't never want to be with a person who don't know how to handle themselves because they'll put you in a situation to lose everything that you have. You might be fucking with somebody who got a drug problem, substance abuse, like there's all types of situations that don't got nothing to do with crime or the streets or violence, but they still very bad situations to put yourself in, my nigga, because certain people, no matter where you put them, they will fail. Like that. I've done episodes about that shit. Like, certain people are like failure follows them around because of their behavior. Like some motherfuckers, no matter how much money they got, they're gonna gamble it away, or they're gonna spend it in a fucked up way, or they're gonna give it to other people, or they're gonna just do stupid ass shit. Some motherfuckers you just can't do nothing for, and you don't want to be around them because no matter what you do around this motherfucker, failure is gonna follow them around. That's just the type of person that they are. Some motherfuckers, they just love to fuck up. They feel like fucking up is normal to them. Chaos is normal to them. And if you a person that values your peace, you can't be around a motherfucker that stays in drama, my nigga. And let me see what the comment section. Oh, my mom in the motherfucking building. What's going on to my mom? What you say, motherfucking Riders? I have 6 sisters. I tell them, what's that? Most in nigga, what? I know, nigga, that must be a typo. That should say, I tell them moist and tonsil is not everything to a king. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying, my nigga. You know, just what you do in the bedroom is not that valuable to a man. I get what you're saying, Roddy. I had to read that shit slow, my nigga. Sometimes you gotta explain shit to me like I'm a child, my nigga. My mind processes things slowly, But like I said, dog, like your circle is very important. The situations that you put yourself in as a man is very important, and as a woman, like I said, just speaking to adults in general, like you shouldn't be putting yourself in situations with jobs that have you fucking mentally fucked up. Because like I always say, my nigga, a lot of things in your life are replaceable. Relationships are replaceable. Financial things are replaceable. My nigga, a job is replaceable. Your mental health is not. Like, nigga, once your ass go crazy and you snap, nigga, that shit is gone. It'll take you years to get your mind back in order after your shit done went haywire, my nigga. After your ass done went silly, nigga, it's gonna take years of therapy. And like I say, nigga, a lot of shit could have been nipped in the bud. Like I tell women this shit, my nigga. Like, once a man feel comfortable putting his hands on you, you leave in the moment. If a nigga push you, if a nigga grab you, if a nigga grab your shirt, y'all niggas is in an argument, that motherfucker he do anything in any way, any form of violence, you leave that nigga in the moment. Because like I tell motherfuckers, it only gets worse. Like I tell niggas all the time, like, if I'm kicking it with a motherfucker, I wouldn't give a fuck if you stole a pencil out my car. I'm never fucking with you again because you a thief. If you'll steal a pencil out my car, you'll steal $1 out my house. If you'll steal $1 out my house, you'll steal $10,000 out my house. If you'll steal from me, you'll steal from me. I don't fuck with that, my nigga. If you'll hit me, you'll hit me. If I get into, this happened to me somewhat recent in a dating situation, nigga, not that long ago. I was talking to a woman and we got into a verbal argument. Not even like, hooping and hollering, because y'all know that's not my thing. But we had a disagreement. She said some shit I didn't like, and I literally was like, oh, cool. I'm about this motherfucker. I'm gonna go ahead and head the fuck out. She was like, nigga, what? Nigga, if I had something, I'll throw it at you. I said, well, now that you put it that way, I'm permanently out now. Like, we'll never speak again. Thank you. What? Just because I said yes, because I don't play with threats. I don't fuck with nobody who threatened me. That was literally the last time I talked to that woman. Nigga, I don't play with threats, my nigga. The one time I fucked around and accidentally answered my phone when she called, I told her. Cause she was like, nigga, you went super big. Like, all that, yes. Because again, my nigga, nobody's bigger than the program. I will not allow nobody to threaten me ever, even if it's small. I didn't say I was gonna hit you. I said I was gonna throw something at you. Exactly. Because I always, like I say, my nigga, I think like a chess player. Like, I don't think one move. I think 3 or 4 moves. Okay, you throw something at me. I'm not gonna take that well. Whatever you throw at me, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna throw it at you. So even if it didn't hit me when I throw it, I'm gonna hit your ass. So I'm gonna just not put myself in that fucking situation. Like I say, a whole lot of you being proactive in the protection of your mental health is also in the protection of your physical self. Nigga, I'm not putting myself in no situation with somebody who even threatens to put their hands on me, because I don't respond well to people doing that. Don't throw nothing at me. Don't act like you gonna throw nothing at me. Don't flinch at me. Don't get in my fucking face. I don't play with nobody who do that shit. Like I say, my nigga, like, I'm real big on my boundaries. And stepping within 1 or 2 feet of me, and I don't want you to, you're crossing a fucking boundary. Like I tell niggas all the time, like, I'm real big on safe space. If you close enough for me to sock you, you shouldn't be close to me. Especially if you a fucking man. If you not coming up to me to shake my hand, don't be that fucking close to me. I don't like people being close to me. Like, I'm like motherfucking Marcellus Wallace from motherfucking Pulp Fiction. Like, nigga, Mr. Wallace don't like to be touched by nobody but Mrs. Wallace. That's how I am. Like, nigga, I only like women close to me. I don't like men close to me, my nigga. If you a man and we cool and you shake my hand, cool. But outside of that, back the fuck up. I don't like niggas too close to me. What's going on, my nigga? Dollar Bill 305, Miami in the motherfucking building. High Voltage Podcast, nigga. Y'all niggas check out the Higher Voltage Podcast. My nigga Dollar Bill 305. What's the deal? And what you say, Riders, you show people how to treat you. If you can't correct a woman in public, she's definitely not worth your time. Exactly. Cause like I say, nigga, when it comes to me and how I move and who I move around, if I can't speak to you logically, I can't be around you. If I feel like, our altercations are gonna go beyond verbal and get physical, I can't be around you. I don't want to be around no because I'm big on this. I don't do friendly phase. If you hit me in my motherfucking face, we'll never be cool again, my nigga. Like I don't do all that. I don't do that friendly phase shit. If we have to fight to get this disagreement, we can't be cool. Like I see niggas who say that shit, man. Sometimes you got to fight it out with your friends. I don't. I ain't that type of nigga. I'm a communicator, my nigga. I communicate very effectively. I understand very well, nigga. My verbal communication skills are top tier. So if it's something that we can't verbally discuss, stay your ass the fuck away from me. If you one of them niggas that feel like you just gotta squabble it out with your friends, I don't want to be your friend. 'Cause I ain't that kind of friend. I'm the kind of friend that we should be able to sit down as gentlemen across a fucking table and get that shit out the way. We should be able to say, hey, look, this is where you had me fucked up at. Oh well, shit, nigga, you had me fucked up right here. Well, shit, you know what? I could see why you feel that way. Either I won't do that again, or I guess we can't be cool no more because this just who I am, or this just how I am, or this just what I'm on, or you not cool with a nigga that I'm cool with, nigga. That's my brother, and we could part ways, nigga. I shake hands and all right, my nigga would never speak again. But I understand that you feel the way you feel. I feel the way I feel. And we gonna go ahead and dismiss each other as gentlemen. Nigga, anything outside of that, I don't do it. I don't need no friendly fade. If we take a fade, that's the last time we'll ever be cool. We might take a fade every time we see each other if you do that shit with me. Cause I don't play like that. Like I say, my nigga, I'm big on my boundaries, my nigga. I'll never be cool with you if you feel like that's the way to deal with me, my nigga. Same with a female. Like I said, all she did was say she was gonna throw something at me. She ain't throw nothing, but with the understanding of she the type of bitch that'll throw something, it's clipped. I ain't the one. Don't throw shit at me. Don't threaten to throw shit at me. Because like I say, I don't respond well to violence, my nigga. Like I'm proactive with how I protect myself. That mentally and physically, my nigga. Same with like Roddy said, my nigga. I don't fuck with people who I can't talk to. If I feel like I tell you, I don't like to be talked to a certain way. I don't like to be dealt with a certain way. I don't like people who talk a certain way or act a certain way or behave themselves a certain way. And you feel like, nigga, fuck what you said. I take that as disrespect. So I'm gonna just leave you fuck alone. Cause I express myself to you very clearly. Like I say, nigga, I don't use fancy ass words. I don't talk in riddles or rhymes or, no funny, crazy shit where I won't be understood. I say it all the time, my nigga. Like as a person, you should be able to express yourself in a way that the person that's listening to you can understand you. I'm real big on, having somebody repeat back what they think I meant when I said what I said. So you get what I'm saying, right? You understand? You feel where I'm coming from. You understand why I said that. You understand why I feel this way, right? Like, I want to make sure that the communication that we're having is understood. So you see why I'm leaving you the fuck alone. I don't want no misunderstanding and why the fuck I'm leaving you alone. I'm real big on that shit. I tell motherfuckers all the time, I don't really block nobody. I don't block motherfuckers until they become annoying. I'll fall back, but I don't block you. I'm gonna give you a chance to get a very thorough understanding of why I don't fuck with you no more. And what you say, 12 Cal, that chick sounds like she would crash out at any moment. She don't have a lot to lose. And see, that's the crazy thing, my nigga. Like as funny as it sounds, there's a lot of motherfuckers that have everything to lose and to still crash out. And that's why I leave certain motherfuckers alone. Like you genuinely be surprised when you realize like this person who I'm talking about has she's doing very well in life. But I feel like a lot of what keeps her doing well in life is she's a really isolated person. What's going on, Native Beauty '05? How you doing? But like certain motherfuckers, like I don't fuck with crash outs. Like I don't like being around the type of people who will put it all on the line for something stupid. Nigga, like think about it like this. Like there's rappers who are millionaires and say stupid shit like I die for my chain. Shit, niggas, there's motherfuckers who have a whole lot and to still throw it away over a little bit of nothing. And like this goes back to like how I profile people. Because like I tell niggas all the time, like I've known niggas like that. They was doing very well in life and they waited until they was 38 years old to fuck it all up. They waited till they was 45 years old to fuck it all up. Because a lot of motherfuckers, nigga, they just haven't come across the right stimuli to get them to do what they ended up doing, my nigga. It's crazy, but it's true, my nigga. There's motherfuckers who waited till they was in their 40s to go to jail because they just went about life and everything was cool and they never got put in a situation to crash out. But when they got their opportunity, they crashed the fuck out. And me personally, I stay the fuck away from people like that because even those people, they have tendencies. There's motherfuckers who, nigga, you might have saw it later, you might not have saw it in time, but there's always signs, my nigga. Me personally, I do not like fucking with motherfuckers. Like Ryder said, emotional people are dangerous and reckless. Emotionally driven people are dangerous and reckless because all people have emotion. Like men, like we as men, a lot of times people think that men don't have emotions or men shouldn't have emotions. That's not true. Men feel just as many emotions as women, if not more, my nigga. Everybody has emotions, but the difference between it is how you deal with those emotions. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to be depressed. Like, it's okay. Like, all these emotions are normal. Even jealousy and envy, like, oh, nigga, only women are jealous. Nah, nigga, men is jealous too. It's just if you allow that jealousy to drive you, if you allow that jealousy to move you, that's when it becomes a problem. Because I don't give a fuck what you say, nigga. You see a motherfucker across the street and they just bought a Rolls Royce, you're gonna be like, damn, I wanted a Rolls Royce. That's jealousy. But that's not gonna make you call the police on them and be like, hey man, I think they selling drugs. They just bought a Rolls Royce. That's some bitch ass shit. To be emotionally driven. There's things that make me sad, but I'm not finna cry all motherfucking day. People disappoint me, but I'm not finna, violently react or, try to put them in a fucked up situation because they disappointed me. I'm just disappointed. Like I said, my nigga, like normalize communicating yourself verbally. Normalize being able to say that something makes you feel a way. But that don't mean you react on it physically. That don't mean that you call the police on somebody or you try to do some bullshit to somebody. Somebody did something that you didn't like at work. And instead of you just telling them, hey, I know you and all the coworkers, y'all niggas like to slap each other upside the head and shit when you come into the job, or I know, all y'all like to call each other a bitch ass nigga. You come in the job and it's like, hey, bitch. Because like I say, a lot of other cultures, that's cool to them. I worked at a job where that shit was like the culture. Nigga, you come into the job, you go clock in, it's like, hey, bitch. And I'm like, hey, I don't like that shit. Don't call me that, homie. Y'all call each other bitch. Don't call me a bitch. Me and this motherfucker was working in the same little room, and he doing the and I'm putting the shit in the box. And he like, yeah, you're my bitch now. And I'm like, I'll beat your ass on me. Like, don't do that bitch shit with me. Like, you find some other way to express that thought. But I ain't your motherfucking bitch. Like, you say that shit to them other niggas when they come work in the room with you. I don't do that bitch shit. Oh man, I didn't mean nothing by it. I know. And just never do it again. And we'll be cool. But don't play with me like that. Like, you play with them like that. Oh man, come on, man. You can't take a joke. I could take jokes all day. I'm a funny dude, but I don't play with that type of shit. That's the thing. Like, you don't gotta be an asshole about certain shit, but you also have to let people know that, nigga, I play, I just don't play like that. That's the thing. Again, effective communication. Like, you can enforce a boundary without putting your hands on somebody. You can enforce a boundary without getting violent. Like I say about respect in general. Like, I don't have to put my hands on people to get respect. I don't have to be violent to people to get respect. Like I say all the time when it come to dealing with women, like, women don't look at me like I'm fucking Ike Turner. They don't respect me out of fear. They respect me out of respect. They respect my intellect. They respect my ability to express myself. They expect how I move. They respect how I set and enforce my boundaries. It ain't about, oh, Anthony will whoop my ass, so let me not talk to him a certain way because he'll put his hands on me. No, let me watch how I talk to Anthony because he'll leave me the fuck alone. Like I say, if you don't respect my presence, I'll make you respect my absence. Like, that's some shit that everybody who knows me know that about me. Like, nigga, you come at me foul or you do something I don't like. Oh yeah, nigga, you won't hear from me again. You won't see me again. You won't smell my cologne again. Like, you got me fucked up. Nigga, once you do that shit, nigga, I will dismiss myself. That will be it. And it won't be no reconciliation, my nigga. And that's the thing. Like, again, like, that's how you should be about your respect. That's how you should be about your peace. Like, I'm so big on my peace, my nigga. Like, I don't take on things that overwhelm me because peace is too important to me. My peace of mind is too important to me. Balance is too important to me. Like, I love to just be at peace. Like, like I say, just about you, like, men in dating game. Like, nigga, I don't date 50 motherfucking women at the same time because it's just too much. It's too many motherfuckers to be talking to, too many personalities to manage. It's like, it's just too much going on. So I just prefer to keep who I deal with at a fucking minimum. Like, it's just too much. Same when it comes to my workload, my workflow. Like, I work 12 hours a night. I do comedy. I do a fucking podcast. Certain shows I turn down because it's like, yeah, it's just too much going on. I've had too long of a day. Certain times when it comes to my social situations, if I've already been out partying, I'm not going to the after party. I'm partied the fuck out. My social battery is depleted. What's going on, Ty Naps? Like, nigga, I'm real big on that shit. Like, nigga, once I've had enough, I've had enough. And as a man, as a person, as an adult, as a listener to this show, it's okay to have enough. It's okay to say, I don't have time for that. I don't have the energy for that. Like, I've already done enough partying. Like, drive your own car to the party if you know that the people that you partying with want to go to all the after parties. You cool with going to one bar, but they want to go bar hopping. It's okay to be like, I'm gonna just get an Uber home because I'm all partied out. I've had enough partying. I'm leaving. It's nothing wrong with leaving the party at 8:30, my nigga. If you had enough at 8:30, leave at 8:30, my nigga. If you had enough at 10, leave at 10. Don't feel peer pressured into doing something you don't want to do. Because again, nigga, like, you got to be proactive when it comes to how you want to be treated, how you want to be handled, how you want to be dealt with, my nigga. Because again, allowing people to overwhelm you will drive you up the fucking wall, my nigga. A whole lot of people are dealing with a whole lot of stress because they allow people to stress them. Like, I always say this: nobody has the power to waste your time. Only you have the power to waste your time because you allow your time to be wasted. That's the same when it comes to stress. A lot of times, and like I say, my nigga, a tragedy will stress you out. You have no control over that. Certain things that happen and you have no control over them. but you always have control over your response. You always have control over how you move when something happens. So when it comes to that, nigga, when it comes to somebody that's overwhelming you, somebody who's disrespecting you, you remove yourself from that person. When you in a situation, you remove yourself from the situation. You know, if you've had enough, it's okay to say, I've had enough. It's been too much. I've been out too long. I don't want to be out no more. I just want to go home and lay in my bed. Oh, but we partying, but it's my birthday. I know, but I'm just not feeling it. I love you. You my homie. You my home girl. You my friend. You my sister, brother, whatever the fuck you call these people. But I just need some time to myself. I'm about to go home. And you leave it at that, my nigga, because like I be telling motherfuckers, a lot of times you've given away too much of yourself to the point where you've completely lost yourself. That's the same with your mind and your mental health, my nigga. You've done so much for other people and put yourself last so much, it's like you don't even know yourself no more. You know, like you feel like you don't even love yourself no more because you've done so much for other people. You've given so much to other people that you won't have nothing left for your motherfucking self. And that's how you end up fucked up. And what you say, Rod, is mindset matters. The power of peace is priceless. Whatever is important to you, keep that. You know, and that's the thing, you know, because like I say, my nigga, like, I'm a nigga with a lot going on. Like, I got a lot of people that depend on me. A lot of motherfuckers I'm taking care of. I got a lot of shit that I'm trying to do. I got a lot of shit that I'm trying to accomplish. So when it comes to me, my nigga, like I literally have to be proactive in cutting certain shit off, slowing certain shit down, backing away from certain shit. You know, like when it comes to what it is with my kids, like I'm 100 miles an hour. You know, when it come to what I do for money, because it takes care of my kids, 100 miles an hour. You know, my purpose, things that I feel I do well, you know, things that I'm passionate about, you know, things that help me grow as a person and help me get better as a person. I'm 100 miles an hour. But certain shit, it's like, nigga, I be having to back up off it. You know, like I be telling niggas, at any given point, I probably have 50 or 60 unanswered DMs because a lot of that shit, it gets overwhelming, my nigga. I don't watch TV because sometimes that shit gets overwhelming. You trying to keep up with a certain TV show. Oh damn, it's season 3. You only on this episode? I ain't on no fucking episode because it's just too. It's only 24 hours in a fucking day, and I spend 12 of them shits at work, my nigga. Like I got to do shit with my kids. I got to sleep. I got to write jokes. I got to do the podcast. So it's like certain shit I'm just not fucking with because it's only 24 hours in a day. And again, when it comes to you being proactive about your mental health and proactive about your peace of mind, you got to know when to say no. Because, you know, like I've talked about that shit on the episode. What's my favorite word, my nigga? No is the most powerful word in the fucking dictionary because no is the magic word to enforcement of boundaries. You have to have the ability to say no in order to get away from certain toxic ass situations, my nigga. Because again, if you give too much to other people, you won't have nothing left for yourself. If you always say yeah, people will always ask. If they know that no matter what they ask, you gonna say yeah, they gonna keep on asking. You know, even if they see that you ain't got shit, nigga, you will be flat broke. Your ass will be holding up a sign and say, I don't have any money. And they're still coming at you for some motherfucking money. Because every time they ask you for something, you say yeah. Every time they ask you to come to the party, you say yeah. Every time they ask you to come help them do something, you say yeah. So they gonna keep on asking. Your ass will be sitting there with fucking tears in your eyes. Your ass will be on the phone telling somebody, man, I ain't got shit. I'm broke as fuck. I don't know how I'm gonna pay my rent. I don't know how I'm gonna pay these bills. Hey, you got $50? They don't give a fuck because you say yeah every time. So they, yeah, even though I can't pay my rent, here go this 50. Like nigga, you gotta know how to say no, my nigga, because motherfucker nigga, like people are leeches, dog. Like motherfuckers are vampires. They will ask until they can't ask no more. You know, that's why the word no is important. You know, like I say, nigga, sometimes it just be friends, nigga. My friends know already. I don't be answering my phone a lot because they know, nigga. You coming to the party? You coming to the function? You coming to the kickback? You coming to the brunch? You coming to this? No. And you don't always have to be rude when you say no, nigga. Sometimes your no could just be, like I say, with me, not answering my phone. That's my form of no. Falling the fuck back. That's my form of no. Because nowadays people is extra sensitive. So when you just flat out say no, they don't take it right. So sometimes I just go silent. I just go dark. I just leave motherfuckers alone. That's how I say no. You got to find creative ways to say no sometimes because certain motherfuckers, they don't like direct communication. So sometimes you got to find ways to say shit indirectly, my nigga. And what you say, 12 Cal, don't make yourself available to everybody. Exactly. Because nigga, I've had this problem where I've been double and triple booked. That's why like now I make it a very important thing to keep my calendar up to date. Like my fucking calendar app in my phone, my nigga. I love this motherfucking app so much, nigga. I keep my motherfucking calendar cracking. Like I keep myself very fucking organized, my nigga. Like I keep my time plant the fuck out because it be like, nigga, I done had like 2 or 3 fucking podcast episodes back to back to back. Damn, I agreed to do this show, and that show. Damn, I agreed to do this comedy show and this podcast. I don't want to be in the car on the way to the fucking show doing a podcast. So it's like if I'm booked this day, I'm not booking anything else. If I'm dating 2 or 3 women at the same time, if I know I'm finna be kicking it with this bitch, I'm not kicking it with that bitch. You call me, oh, Dan, can I come over tonight? Nope, I'm booked. And like I say, my nigga, like I just have a way of dealing with motherfuckers where instead of just telling you, a lot of times I'm just like, well, I ain't answer my phone. You know, take me not answering my phone however you want to. Whether you think I'm with a bitch, you think I fell asleep, you think I'm doing my podcast, whatever that shit may be, I just didn't answer my phone. Sometimes I just didn't fucking feel like answering my phone. So that's just what I'm on. Again, like nigga, you be proactive when it comes to the protection of your peace. You be proactive when it comes to the protection of your time. Like be proactive in just saying no to certain shit, saying no to certain people, saying no to certain things. Nigga, some motherfuckers, again, you the type of motherfucker that you a party person. Sometimes you gotta say, hey, I ain't coming to that one. I'm not going to that concert. I'm not doing that show. I'm not doing that performance. I'm not doing that. It's cool to be highly sought after, but again, that shit could get overwhelming when you say yes to everything. Like they're and this I'm gonna go ahead and save this for my next episode because I'm already hour and 10 in. But like what 12 Kyle said about not making yourself available to everybody. A lot of the reason that a lot of motherfuckers are unappreciated is because they're too available. The reason a lot of motherfuckers don't value you is because you're too available. It's like with the market of anything, my nigga. If there's too much supply, the demand will diminish. If there's 10 million Rolls Royces all around the streets, they won't be valuable no more because they'll be too easy to get. If every store got all the Jordans, nobody's gonna want the Jordans. It's like with anything, nigga, as valuable as anything can be, if it's too highly available, it won't be appreciated. Same with your presence, same with how you're treated, same with how you show up. If a motherfucker know that 100% of the time they call you, you're gonna be available, they won't value your presence. Motherfuckers value when they understand that you're rare. You're not the type of motherfucker that they can get all day, every day. That's when you become valuable. But when you too available, you're not valuable. you know. But I'm gonna drop the mic on that shit. This has been your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. If you would like to support me financially, you can get you some merchandise at too much game podcast.store. TOO much game podcast.store. or you can cash at me directly at Uncle Dolemite. $ Uncle Dolemite. Send nigga a $. Support the squad, Townhouse Media, Town E House Media. Sports for You podcast, Sports Number 4 Letter U podcast on YouTube. 6:30 p.m. Wednesdays and Fridays. The motherfucking Sports for You Wrestling podcast, Sports Number 4 Letter U Wrestling podcast on YouTube. Support the motherfucking homies that fuck with the podcast. Rodes Live podcast, RODES. That's how you spell Rodes, my nigga. 12 Cow podcast, Rap Soul podcast, I could talk about this all day podcast with Britt, motherfucking Cognac Room podcast. Who else was it? I'll explain this later podcast. I don't even know if that motherfucker is still recording. What's going on, Lil Fly Talker? Yeah, nigga, the show is over, my nigga. But who else? Pod and Saved Our Marriage, King and Queen Germ. ShanBPodding.com, ChanBPodding.com. Baylor, BTG for President podcast, Open Run with BTG podcast. Who else, my nigga? It's a gang giver, my nigga. I fuck with a lot of podcasters. You know, these is my niggas. The Rod Uncensored podcast, the Fire Session podcast, FIYAH Session podcast. What's up? What? What? Is it something that has to be dealt with right now? Oh, okay. Well, you know, like I said, my nigga, shout out to all the podcasts, because who else did I just finish doing? The Brunch Hour podcast, the Enlightened Idiot podcast. You know, I just said Rod Uncensored podcast. Shout out my nigga Rod Uncensored. What'd he say? Let him know, slide on me for a haircut. Shout out Solo the Barber. If you in LA, West LA, shout out Solo the motherfucking barber, my nigga. What he say? I'ma do a barber podcast. Yeah, nigga, shout out my nigga Solo the barber. If you need your haircut in LA, holla at my nigga Solo, THEE barber on Instagram. My nigga, book your appointment. But yeah, nigga, all my social medias, Uncle Dolemite, Uncle DOLEMITE. On all social media platforms. Uncle Dolly Jokes on Instagram, because IG be on bullshit. Yo Mama Boyfriend on TikTok. Subscribe, like, and hit the comments on motherfucking YouTube, both pages. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too much game. And I'm out, motherfucker. No sound and none of that shit.